All right, let's start off with your name and tell me how you heard about Ibogaine.
Yeah, my name is Mark, and I'd been researching Ibogaine after an experience down in Peru with ayahuasca. After I'd done numerous sessions, I was seeking to explore the inner space of my psyche, and while I found those experiences in Peru very profound, it ultimately drew me to experimenting with Iboga at the recommendation of one of the providers that I was working with in Peru.
Nice. Tell us a little bit about your experience with the ayahuasca.
Yeah, the ayahuasca was, the experience with the ayahuasca was profound in many senses. I was connected to, or became aware of my connectivity to myself, with myself and the world around me, in fact the universe, if you will. And while it was very profound, I kind of felt like I did not have a breakthrough that I was looking for. I was looking for some visual or visionary punctuations to the emotional aspects of what I felt. And it was at the recommendation of one of the practitioners there who recommended that I might consider Ibogaine, because I felt like I wasn't having this breakthrough that I was hoping for. And so I thought that was an honest recommendation, and he'd also pointed out that they offer Ibogaine in Costa Rica where I live, so that's what led me to here.
Nice. So, how do you feel about the Ibogaine experience?
Well, I'm very happy that I did try both entheogens. I think, as it was pointed out to me before I did the Iboga, that it's more of an introspective quest or exploration, and that's exactly what I was looking for. I wanted to kind of dive into my psyche and maybe look through the filters of what it is that makes our perceptions of ourselves, I think, sometimes are filtered by constructs of who we are, what our ego is, and it may be what we want to project to the outside world. Whereas I feel like I wanted to embrace any of the darker elements within me, and that darkness, and maybe some of the fear or traumas or things that were layered over during the course of your life is what I was hoping to uncover. And by confronting those darknesses and fears and traumas, that perhaps I get a better understanding of myself, who I am, and what I'm intended to be in this world.
Fantastic. Do you feel like there might have been an added benefit to the combination of both those medicines working together in a sequence like that?
Yeah, I do. I do think that. I'm really happy that I tried both of them. I frankly was a little more fearful of the Ibogaine. It was described to me as being a more intense experience, but after doing it, I don't think it was. It was potent medicine, but it was a warm embrace. And I think it gave me a good sense of the difference between the two spirits of these respective healing plants. The ayahuasca is often referred to as a feminine spirit, and again, that the connectivity I felt there was not just the divinity or the bliss that I once knew or could come back in touch with within myself, but the connectivity that self has with the entire universe, our oneness with everything around us. And with the Iboga, I was a little apprehensive about it, but I was very, very comfortable at this facility, and it was remarkably a warm embrace that plant medicine gave. It was a male or a masculine spirit of this plant medicine. I feel like I sensed the nature of that that spirit, and it was not as difficult. It was quite easy and quite pleasant to go through the experience, and there was a lot of imagery which I'm still processing, but they were like random fragments of my inner space, my consciousness, that came forth in images that I could easily view, and I'm still interpreting all those images, but it was quite pleasant.
Well said, my friend.
All right, brother.
Thank you, Mark.
Yeah.